Well, good morning, Lionhearts. It's your old pal, Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said well. Today, we're gonna have a wacky experience. We are going to the Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall, and we are gonna see Pablo ESCOBEAR. You're wondering, what Pablo ESCOBEAR? This is a sad and kind of unbelievable story about a bear who ate $15 million worth of cocaine, and we're gonna see him today. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. And you see here that it says, "Welcome to Kentucky," and their unbridled spirit little moniker here. The guys who own this mall apparently and own Pablo ESCOBEAR, they once tried to have the slogan changed to "Kentucky kicks ass," and when they tried to do that, the local government said they have a constituency of no one interested in that. And they said, well, we've sold a lot of t-shirts saying that slogan, so apparently someone's interested. Let's go to the Kentucky Fun Mall. Tim, you know a little bit of the story of Pablo. Are you excited to get your photo with Pablo?
Very excited to get my photo taken with Pablo.
Got any ideas for cool photo ops?
Yes, I do.
Can't wait to see this.
We'll see when we get there.
Listening to the railroad. Well, even though they're not allowed to be open for retail right now, they were able to allow me to come in and vlog the bear today, so we're thankful for that. Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall. And look at that, Harry Dean Stanton over there, muraled on the wall. I actually got to work on a set with him. A friend of mine got to make a lot of movies, got financing to make a couple of independent movies, and he always got Harry Dean Stanton in the movies because they were friends, and Harry was a great guy. Very personable. There you can see a mural of Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. This place, what the Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall is, it's basically a place that celebrates Kentucky. So everything inside is kind of something cool, unique to Kentucky, and something to draw attention to Kentucky. And it now resides in the old parachute factory here in town, as noted up here on the glass. All right, let's go inside and meet Pablo ESCOBEAR. So here we are at the Kentucky Fun Mall, and I love, you know, I told you that they have great shirts and everything. Right away, you're starting out with the Mouth of the South, which I'm a fan of Jimmy Hart, on Abraham Lincoln. But what we came to see is back here beyond Colonel Sanders. Oh yeah, by the way, they sell fried chicken scented candles here. Right, y'all? This poor bear didn't know what was going on. The story is that there was a guy who had been a narcotics officer, and this guy's name was Andrew Thornton II, and he apparently learned so much from being a narcotics officer that he decided to go on the other side of the law, and he had been arrested for, at one time, stealing weapons from a naval base in California and had fled the charges. And then when they finally caught him, he had a bulletproof vest on and guns and everything, and he still beat the charges. And so he was apparently known for being a marijuana smuggler and a cocaine smuggler. And one time he made a drop off in Georgia and was taking another drop off through Tennessee, believed that he was being followed, and decided to start ditching the cocaine out of his airplane. Now, what he did was he started pushing. They said they found 40 containers eventually, but as he was pushing this out, he tried to take some with him, and he had too much weight on him, and when he jumped out, he actually hit his head on the back of the plane and never got his parachute open, and was found in the backyard of someone's house in Knoxville. So they found him with a 75-pound bag of cocaine worth $15 million, and the story kind of ended there. He was dead, they had the cocaine, but then 3 months later, someone discovered this poor fella. They call him Pablo. They found poor Pablo dead in the forest with 40 open containers of cocaine around him. And poor Pablo apparently got in, ate the cocaine, and was found dead. Now, because the cocaine was believed to be part of the Andrew Thornton bust, they decided to have the medical examiner do an autopsy, because they said even though normally they wouldn't have him do an autopsy on an animal, when it's part of a crime investigation, they did. So I found a report of what this gentleman said, how Pablo Escobear passed away. Let me read that to you. And I don't have a clue who this happy guy is. So when the medical examiner was questioned about this by the people that now have Pablo, he remembered this very well, and what he said was, he said, its stomach was literally packed to the brim with cocaine. There isn't a mammal on the planet that could survive that. Cerebral hemorrhaging, respiratory failure, hypothermia, renal failure, heart failure, stroke, you name it, that bear had it. Now normally you'd probably think, okay, well that's the end of the bear's story, but the man who did the examination said, you know, other than all that, when I did the examination, the bear's in pretty good shape. So he called one of his hunting buddies and said, would you like to taxidermy this bear and we can donate it and it can be on display? And so that's what happened. So the story of this bear gets even crazier. You'd think its death was crazy, its afterlife's even crazier. So they put it on display, and they had it at the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Center, and it was on display there for a while, and then they had a threat of a fire, so they decided to save a couple of artifacts, that so in case there was a fire nothing would happen. They put him in a storage facility, and when they went to retrieve him, he was gone. He had been stolen. Now he randomly ended up at a pawnbroker's shop in Nashville. Waylon Jennings, one of my heroes, the great outlaw, he was friends with that pawnbroker. One of the stories from Waylon, in his book, he said that he didn't know the story of the bear, he just wanted the bear, but better authorities say that Waylon was friends with a guy named Ron Thompson who knew Andrew Thornton, and so when he was told by the pawn shop owner what this bear was, he bought the bear and then gave it to his buddy Ron Thompson. So the story is that Waylon ends up knowing actually what the bear is and decides to buy the bear, give it to Ron Thompson, and Ron takes it to Vegas because he was a big mover and shaker in Vegas, and then when he died they had an estate sale. Nobody apparently was bidding on the bear, so a Chinese immigrant who had a medicine shop bought the bear for like $200. He had it in his shop because his wife refused to have it around the house. She thought it was creepy. But then when he died, she had to take it into the house. So the gentlemen that now own it here in this fun mall, they were so interested in the story of this bear, they went and started tracking down all of its history. And when they finally found her and told her that they would like to get it, she was more than happy to donate it to him. So now Pablo Escobear lives right here, and they use it as a deterrent for kids to do drugs. So this poor guy, horrible demise, and then he was passed around, but now he's actually on display, as crazy of a story as it is, by people that truly care about him. So they encourage people to come out here, take photos with him. They put a Kentucky hat on there to show the Kentucky pride, and they have this gold chain that you can see, and it says Pablo Escobear, Cocaine Bear. Here sits Cocaine Bear. In 1985, Cocaine Bear was found in the Chattahoochee National Forest. He overdosed on 40 kilos of cocaine dropped by Andrew Thornton. You might remember Andrew from Bluegrass Conspiracy. Don't do drugs or you'll end up dead and maybe stuffed like poor Cocaine Bear. Yeah. 175-pound bear didn't have a chance. That's an interesting little piece. I'll say this. At least he has a friend for eternity. He's got somebody to talk to all day. Checking out some of the merchandise they have around here. I love it. Him with a hat. And everybody loves the Colonel in Kentucky. Colonel Sanders. In there they've got a raft for floating down the river that's in the shape of Kentucky. And then look at the driver of this truck. He's staying safe. All right, Tim, did you say you want to get a photo with this unfortunate bear? What do you want to do?
I would love to take a photo with Pablo ESCOBEAR in my own special way.
I hope you're going to do this with the normal class and decorum that you're known for.
Absolutely.
What is that, dollar bill rolled up?
Yeah.
This place is great. Look at that. Skee ball. Pee Wee Herman. Little homage back there. Flag from Kentucky Derby type stuff. Horse races. But check out this case. All great Colonel Sanders merch. Old memorabilia. Those are great. They actually have a shirt that you can buy online that they sell here that's Colonel Sanders riding a chicken. Here's Muhammad Ali. When he lived here, Cassius Clay, then became Muhammad Ali. Here are the shirts I was telling you about, the Colonel Sanders riding a chicken. That's cool. Kentucky Moon Rocks. Of course known for bourbon. So I thought this shirt was really cool, so I had to buy that. They also have those available in tie-dye if you go to their website. And then for Amy, I knew she would want this, so I got this one for her. Check it out. You know, her being an Elvis fan and being a Prince fan, you gotta love a Kentucky Rain shirt modeled after the Purple Rain logo. I think she'll be happy. So speaking of Colonel Sanders, I had read online that they had these gold-plated chicken bone necklaces and earrings, and I was asking about them, and they said they're actually so popular they're sold out right now, so keep an eye on their website for those. And they're even nice enough to give this shark a job. That moose has some underwear hanging from his head, but it's Kentucky for Kentucky. Underwear at least. And I told you, this was what they wanted the new state slogan to be. And Smokey here is keeping an eye on Cokie. Here you can see they have a little bit of merchandise. Cocaine Bear, Pride of the Bluegrass. And over here it says, don't do drugs, Cokie the Bear. You see this bucket here? I've seen that before. That's actually a hat. The article that I had read about this this poor situation with this bear had the two men that saved it posing in front of Pablo, and one was wearing this hat, which is great, and the other had no shirt on, and the caption in the photo said he claimed that the bear ate his shirt. Is that true, Pablo? Did you eat his shirt? And I guess the way that they were able to unequivocally tell that this was the right bear that they had tracked all the way through was that it had the stitch marks in the abdomen from where they had done the autopsy. That's it for us here with Pablo. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys something if you don't know. Here in these parts, this hairstyle is called a Kentucky Waterfall. Some people call it a mullet. Here it's a Kentucky Waterfall. What an interesting little place, huh? Some y'all shirts. Pretty cool place. And to be honest, as we were walking around, kind of looking around and stuff, everybody here is happy and in a good mood. It's really cool to see. And remember I told you this was once a parachute factory? Take a look. Kind of the irony of the tie-in is that Andrew Thornton died because he wasn't able to get his parachute open. Not your average Daze with Jordan Lyon experience today, but I think it was definitely a unique story, and I think one of the reasons people come is to find out something new that they didn't know about, and I think today might have definitely hit that button on a lot of your radars today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Alright my friends, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Leslie Chadwick for becoming my newest Patreon. We'll see you all next time. Have a great night from Lexington, Kentucky. See y'all next time. Goodbye.